By no means a processional stage, there were points, places and pride at stake on this 90km race on the streets of Adelaide. 20 laps of a 4.5km circuit featuring 2 intermediate sprints and further bonuses at the finish line. Would BMC try an audacious move to try and jump Richie Porte into the ochre jersey on the final day? Only one way to find out. Here are the highlights. Some fast racing was on the cards on another hot day in downtown Adelaide, and several riders were trying to escape in the early laps. Nothing really stuck until lap 5 though, when EF-Drapac's Logan Owen, Truls Korsaeth of Astana and Laurent Didier of Trek Segafredo found some space. The first intermediate sprint of the day was at the end of the 8th lap. The trio had about a minute's advantage by that point, but the move broke up almost as quickly as it formed. Owen was left to go alone, Korsaeth seemingly had a mechanical. As Owen took 3 bonus seconds, Korsaeth's teammate Luis Leon Sanchez got up for second and Didier's teammate Ruben Guerreiro took third. Tactics clearly at play here with a shrewd eye on the overall standings. Sanchez and Guerreiro jumped into the top 10 on GC thanks to those time bonuses. Ben O'Connor from Dimension Data was able to bridge across and join Owen up front soon after. The first KOM of the day, the fairly unimposing Montefiore Hill, was taken by O'Connor. No need to flick through the score sheet this time. O'Connor's teammate Nicolas Dlamini has done more than enough on previous days to secure the polka dot jersey. This duo were clearly working well together, and they were in fact expanding their lead over the peloton. 2 minutes is a fair bit of time on a circuit like this, and they stayed away until the second intermediate sprint at the end of lap 12, with O'Connor taking it from Owen and Antoine Duchesne, out on his own between the break and the bunch. The lap times were starting to pick up, with speeds approaching 45 km an hour as Lotto Soudal and Mitchelton Scott controlled the pace in the main group. Duchesne was found by the peloton on the 15th time up Montefiore Hill, and 10 km later so too were O'Connor and Owen. A crash on the final lap held up Dan Oliver, Chris Lawless and Truls Korsaeth, but it wasn't long before they were back on their bikes again. Meanwhile in the bunch, teams were struggling to control the front of the race, and a scramble final sprint saw Viviani exposed and sprinting early, overtaken by Caleb Ewan, who looked strong until the last handful of metres, before Andre Greipel hit the headwind late and took an 18th Tour Down Under stage win by a fraction of a wheel. The 35-year-old clearly still has plenty of wins in him, and a bit of experience goes a long way in cycling.
Yeah, I would say experience helps a lot. When you do 20 laps and you can see every time the final, you always can adapt and try to speak with your teammates and make it possible, and that's what we did. We didn't want to make a full lead out, we just wanted to keep the position, and it worked out perfectly.
Crossing the line safely in the pack, the man happiest to have finished 36th place is Daryl Impey. He avoided any final stage drama to take the 3rd overall victory of his career. He was on the receiving end of some heartfelt congratulations from team owner Jerry Ryan at the finish.
Coming into the race, didn't expect to win the race, but sometimes the stars line up and everything goes well and according to plan. And I worked really hard in off season, so happy to get this win. And especially the win goes to my family in South Africa, to Ali and the kids. Sacrificed a lot to get me here today.
Here are your final standings in the general classification. Richie Porte was ousted into second by the most slender of margins, with 2013 winner Tom Jelter-Slagter returning to the podium in 3rd. Sanchez and Guerreiro sneaking into the top 10 thanks to their bonus seconds earned today. With the race done and dusted, let's have a quick review of the rest of the classifications. Peter Sagan takes the green points jersey, but as you can see, all the big sprinters had their day in some way or another at this race. He was in the breakaway 4 stages out of 6 in his first World Tour race. Nicolas Dlamini certainly earned the polka dot jersey for the King of the Mountains classification. Matt tipped him in our World Tour newcomers video. Egan Bernal comes away from his first race of the season with 6th place overall and the white jersey for Best Young Rider. And Bahrain Merida placed 3 riders inside the top 15 on GC, which was a big part in them winning the team's classification. That's all from the Tour Down Under, a fantastic race this year with 5 different stage winners and a GC that couldn't have been closer. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our coverage. We hope to bring you more race reports in the very near future, so stay tuned to GCN for those. For more videos right now, how about reliving yesterday's amazing stage up Willunga Hill here, or for John Canning's asking the pros about their worst mechanical disasters, click here.